Alright everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Blueprints. We are still doing our Day 1 Bequest mode for a Day 1 win, as well as a sub 1 hour win. We are going to accomplish it at some point. I believe that we can do it. I don't know how long it's going to take. We are, didn't we say we're like 40 plus hours into this at this point? We're getting close to it, right? I think we're getting close to 40 hours. It's October, don't set up for Christmas yet? I agree. Christmas decorations can go up after Thanksgiving. Halloween decorations and fall decorations go out. Mid-November, Halloween decorations come down and the fall decorations stay up. Like you gotta balance it that way. And then on after Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, right? Part of the Thanksgiving weekend should be putting up the Christmas decorations, in my opinion. That's just my take, genuinely. I feel like that's a safe time to do it. I know that's just my opinion and maybe just where I grew up on, but I feel like you should do Thanksgiving, especially because people travel and you spend time with your families. That's pretty often. Or not pretty often, pretty common for people to do. This is horrible. I will spin for the courtyard here. Shame on me, but I'm doing it anyways. Hey, it's a shovel girly run. So, anyways, yeah. Thanksgiving, I always thought it was cool to have Thanksgiving with your family, right? You've got all the cousins there. And then the weekend of Thanksgiving, because you usually take a couple days to chill out with the family before you start traveling again, you can decorate, you know? I feel like it's a safe time to decorate and do what you want to do. Christmas decorations always go up at the start of December. We do have a trunk here, by the way. You accept anything after Halloween. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK, but if we did, I would say put them up after. Okay, see, fair. I mean, we're on the same page with that one, just to be honest. I don't mind a nursery right here. I hope it gives me a gem back, just because it's a dead end in the corner. Let's see what it ends up giving me. A key is not the worst. I did prefer a gem because now we don't have any gems to draft off of, and we have our trunk in the bedroom, and we have our trunk inside the courtyard, in the den. A sledgehammer would be nice. We don't have enough money for it. I think we're going to take the spare room here. Let's give it a shot. I've never really been big on many of these holidays, but I give them a fair attempt. All right, well, we're going to take the guest bedroom because it's the best option here. And we got a gem out of it, which is lovely, and some extra steps. This means we do have to open up our trunk over here because we're not coming back this way. There's absolutely no reason to come back this way. There is a silver key and a gem. Hello, Alexis. Welcome to the stream. It's alright. You haven't missed a crazy start yet. It's very casual. We were talking about holidays and when it's appropriate to decorate for Christmas. Withstanding that in the US we celebrate Thanksgiving. I guess we're taking the parlor here. I will spin my key right now. Might as well. I don't think we're going to get the money for a sledgehammer, so I'll just go ahead and snag it right now. So we're out of keys. We have 2 gems, 10 coins. Potential for some purchases here. December only is good for Christmas decorations. How long can Christmas decorations stay up? Alright, there are 4 boxes in this room. That is a lie. There's only 1 box in this room. That's also a lie. And the gems are in the true box. Well, you have to be the true box. Okay. That covers that. Alright, and because this is now we're off the VOD and into the YouTube video as well, this is your reminder to hydrate or dihydrate. Drink water, folks. I have 3. I have 3 bottles of water sitting on my desk in front of me right now, this very second. Good spot for a utility closet, actually. And these 3 bottles are going to hydrate me for some of what I need for the day. Keycard off, gymnasium, darkroom, garage on. I think this is a fair system. Hello, Celery. Welcome to the stream. But that's because I went for a run today. I ran 5 miles today. at a pace of 8 minutes and 25 seconds, which is pretty good. This is a good pace. I'll just be honest with you. I'm proud of that. I started off very slow because I was going for a longer run, but then I decided to step things up a little bit. This is a tough setup here. I'm not liking our house right now. But I am training for a half marathon. So I think I can get a half marathon done. I went from pretty much not running. I'm in shape. I'm physically fit, but I didn't really run. And in the span of a month, I would say I ran maybe 5 times total. And then 1 month ago, I was like, all right, I have a month to prepare for this run. It's a 5K, a 10K, 10-miler, 15K, half marathon, and then I think I don't know if that's it. But anyways, I am going to be participating in a half marathon, so I'll have to see if I can keep my running up and how well I can do. 9 plus 4 is going to be 13. 12 minus 10 is 2. Where'd it go? There it goes. And then we have 20 minus 7 is 13. 4 times 5 is 20. 10 minus 4 is 6 times 3 is 18. Oh, we did get the key card. Alright, that's unfortunate. Should have waited. We're going to go ahead and go back right now and immediately change this before we get ourselves in trouble. But yeah, you guys should drink more water. I'm not going to lie. I started drinking more water, and I started getting more energy. It made a very immediate difference. It's just good to have more water in your system. But also take rest days. And lift weights mildly. Just be healthy. Alright? Be healthy. I'll tell you that. You have to listen to me. You can't fight me on the be healthy part. You just gotta do it. These aren't good, and I will take the storeroom here. Let's go ahead and take ourselves a key, a coin, and a gem. Okay. Let's go ahead and push back up. Maybe we get something that goes both directions, so now we could aim potentially for a garage and get ourselves some more keys here. It's locked. Do it anyways. Give me a garage, please. It would be very nice if we got a garage. We did not get a garage. That's very not nice. I'm actually going to use our single die that's left, because the odds of us wrapping up and around at this point with no keys, not likely. The commissary, it could be good, but we're going to have to try to get our garage. And we didn't. We got the dark room, though, which means we can actually run back one final time. I hate to spend my money here, but we're going to do it. We're going to lose 2 coins off of this venture. Alright. Let's toggle the power on to the dark room. And then we will be done. We're done with this room. You can go like a day, maybe 2 without eating. I've been eating about 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day for the past 2 weeks now. And I'm losing a lot of weight. It's working well. I'm losing a lot of body fat, which is good. Because I was overweight for someone my size. Like, the build that I had a gut. The rest of me was, like, fine, but I had a gut. And I shouldn't have a gut. Not at my level of fitness and the size that I am. It just doesn't make sense. We're going to come here first. I know we're going to need some keys, but I did want to do this for this exact reason, because we may be lacking keys, but now we have one lock-picking kit somewhere. That's going to be inside of our dark room. There we go. I was really drawing a blank on it. Set the security level to high, please. And the offline mode can stay locked. That's perfectly fine. Don't run myself ragged. I'm not going to lie. It was tough to start with, but now where I'm at, it's quite okay, actually. Like, I'm not really struggling at all. I will use a special key here, and then we'll probably go back at this point. Ooh, okay. Now, this is a tough one. Because the drawing room is in a good position, and I think I could use it to potentially roll for something like a foundation. And it doesn't cost anything, but the aquarium really helps out with dinner. You know what? I'd rather have access to both sides of the house, because we still don't even have a great hall yet. I'm gonna have to take the drawing room here. The aquarium seems so nice to me, and I would love to take it, but that would be brutal. I'll take my lock-picking kit, please. I would have preferred literally anything else, because if you're locked... Okay. And it's not a garage. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. We have 2 rooms. We can't really backtrack that far to get these gems, but we do have a shovel. So technically, the patio becomes a free room with a dig spot, or we could just go into the laboratory and try to get a good experiment. Yeah, if the aquarium was rotated, I would have taken it in a heartbeat. I am willing to take a laboratory. Just to see. That's unfortunate because this door could be locked, but I would rather have the concept of drafting from the drawing room. Let's see if we got a good experiment here. Experiment setup. Immediately, we did finally get in immediately. Set your dice to 2? I mean, that seems pretty good. So does add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. I'm not gonna lie. The dice seems really good. Like, having our dice set to 2 seems very important. We have to take it. We have to. Just for the sake for the tomb. The dice just, like, they have too much value. The experiment was successful, guys. We did the immediately. What am I going to do with aquariums? They're just fantastic for drafting. Like, they really are. Also, the other thing was, aquariums usually have a dig spot, and they're very likely to contain a key or a gem on top of that barrel. I know I only need 1, but they're very good for traversing the house. And the way we could have set it up was, like, I think that we had, like, if you draft a shop room, get more aquariums, and aquariums also count as a shop room. So we could have stacked ourselves with, oops, all aquariums today. And we maybe could have made it pay out. Who knows? I just like having them. They're just a good room to have. Don't be locked. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, passageway, not necessary. Boudoir is nice, but I think we have to redraw and try to get something else. We did get the gymnasium, and it does connect us back, even though it's not necessary. I think I would rather take the pantry here for the extra money. The gymnasium could still be drafted in a better spot. I'm not going to lie, the commissary is also quite appealing. I think I'm going to take the commissary here. In hopes that maybe we get... I don't know what we even want. Pantry to keep the gems? Oh yeah, you're right. We would have needed the gems for... Okay. Well, I already made a decision, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping the commissary would have a set of keys, but it didn't. And it also doesn't have gems in it either. So I was kind of hoping the commissary was going to sell us the 2 resources that we needed the most of, and it did not pay out for me. With that being the case, there's nothing in here we need. I don't think we buy anything yet because there's nothing that benefits us immediately. Wow. It was an unlocked door. Please be unlocked. Wow. And it's still not a garage. We have 1 more chance to get a garage. 1 final chance to do so. By the way, the rest of our house is looking tough. It has a hammer. The hammer could benefit us. We're just going to try this out real quick. I mean, we only got 1 chance at this. We might as well just step on up here and don't be locked. You're not locked, and it's not a garage. So we're going to redraw once. And it's still not a garage. So we're going to redraw a second time. And there is still not a garage. What's going on with the garage? The game sometimes just says no, not happening. I'm not going to fight for a pump room. With the setup and the resources we have today, I'm not fighting for a pump room connected to a powered boiler room. That seems like a lot. We'll play a little longer just to see if we can maybe do something cool. 1225, please. A lockpick worked. That's crazy. Sure, give me the pantry here. Yeah, I would need a pool and a pump room. There's Bob's apple. Oh, the lockpick finally didn't work. It's crazy how well the lockpick worked today. Of all things, that was really just fantastic for it. I'm going to eat this now, since we're not really like too worried about continuing on today's run. I don't like to waste runs, but you guys know if we're not getting certain things, we're basically not carrying on with the run. Like that should just be clear by now. Sure, give me a sledgehammer and the running shoes. 'Cause why not? Let's see if this door's locked. It'd be funny if it was. Hey, but we got out of it. We did get out of it. These all go down. Let's redraw and see if we get something that goes up. We did get a boiler room. Let's go into our boiler room. A workshop, a weight room, and a passageway. I'll take the workshop. We got ourselves a battery. If we got a weight room, we could potentially get a powered sledge. Because the weight room could contain the lever. Again, it's crazy to me that this lockpick is working so much. We could go up from the boiler room and try to get a greenhouse. Nah, this is grasping at straws at this point. We're going to go ahead and just start a new run. It's actually kind of playing out pretty well, I'm not going to lie, at the end here. We do have good items, still a little bit of money, and gems, and a decent amount of steps. But to make this work is not... It doesn't feel fun to play. So we're just going to go ahead and call a new one here. Didn't they nerf it a while back? How is it even working one time? I have no idea. 5 mechanical rooms today. The respectable House of Cogs. It's been a long time since we had a cog house. It is nerf or nothing. It's so true. Alright, let's go ahead and do a clear save here on our profile. And jump straight back into it. You need to, yeah, the more you used it, the more efficient it became, right? I'm taking a sip of water. Excuse me. Ooh, good old water. Yeah, basically it was like the more you used the lockpick, you would like increase your lockpicking skill. Oh, I did see that video as well. I didn't really watch it, but that person who beat it in 11 minutes without using the Veterans Mode strat. Again, we still don't know if Veterans Mode is real. We're just hoping it is. Not that it really changes much, if I'm being honest. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really change too much about how we would be playing. Because I would still be drafting the same room. The closet would always go here for me. That's just a thing that I like. But... You think specifically that was an experiment thing? What do you mean specifically an experiment thing? I'll take the parlor room here. Nursery meta. It would be nice. Okay. No items in here. The gems are not in the white box. Potential to be true or false. The gems are not in this box. Could be true or false. The gems are in this box. All right, let's pretend this box is true. If the gems are in this box, then that would make you true, and then that would make you true, and then that would also make you true. So that's not possible. So you have to be lying. The gems are not in this box, which means if you're lying, then let's say this one's true. The gems are not in this box. So you could be false, true, and then if we make this one true, the gems are not in the white box, and the gems are not in this box. So false, true, true puts the location of the gems inside of the blue box. You know what I will say, though, about the Veterans mode after we've tested it several times? I have to be honest with you. The puzzles change. If we draft the parlor room before we do the Veterans mode, it's always the most generic thing ever on day one. If we don't do Veterans mode and we draft a parlor room, we always get the day one. It'll be like, this is a box. There is a floor in this room. The gems are inside the other box. You know, like that's how simple it is. When we do the quote-unquote Veterans mode, we get puzzles like this, which this is not a day one puzzle at all, in the slightest. Like, the puzzles do get a lot harder on the parlor room every time we do the correct drafting. And I noticed that a little while back. I never used it as a source to confirm it, but it really does change the difficulty. It also changes the difficulty of the math, too. On which, what am I thinking of? Drawing a blank on it. I will take a utility closet here, by the way, just for the heck of it. I think we can get lucky and draft up from the den. There are 4 boxes. Keycard off, gymnasium off, darkroom off, garage on. But yeah, I will say the parlor puzzle is the most damning evidence that shows that the Veterans mode thing might actually affect stuff. Now, this does put us in dead-end territory. However, we have early nursery play. So let's try this. Let's try our early nursery play. Get crazy amounts of steps. We did get to keep our gym this time, which is nice. And then hopefully we don't have to play into a weight room today, because that would be very painful. Now, we don't have much of anything for resources. There's Bob's apple, so we'll leave it be. A few coins. We'll take a bedroom here. I think that's a safe pick. Anything in this room? No, nothing we see. We don't have to use our key just yet. A West Wing Hall would be ideal. However, a drawing room is not bad either, but I feel like the drawing room pays off more higher up in the house. It never feels worthwhile to do it early on. It always feels better to use it later when we need a better chance of re-rolling, when we're hurting for resources and stuff like that. So we'll take the West Wing Hall first. Nothing else in the room except a trunk. We do have to remember that. Let's go ahead and dump ourselves. Okay, a guest bedroom could be nice and contains items and steps. I would like to save the guest bedroom for now. We're already rocking 59 steps at this point. I would rather have the resources, because we can save the guest bedroom for later in case we do something like play off of a weight room. The storeroom would just be much better right now because it gives us resources to get further. Steps do not necessarily get us further. Resources do. Now at this point, I was going to say a tri-room, a 3-build room would be perfect, and a courtyard is exactly what I was going for here. So with the courtyard, we did get ourselves a metal detector. I do like the metal detector quite a lot. It's one of my favorite items in the game. And you know what? We could push for a garage right now. I think we do. I think we get our garage and we just say, be done with it. Now, we are going to go in here, open it up, and grab our keys. Let's double check for any extra loot in here. No keys or... Yep, there's still a coin on the ground. Okay. Yeah, no shovel girlies run today, unfortunately. This isn't terrible. I would love a boiler room right here. Oh, excuse me. I've been up early. I'm telling you, man, that run, it sapped it out of me. Security room is interesting, hallway is interesting, and so is spare room. I really like the idea of the spare room first, just to get closer to the center of the house, but we did already turn off the doors, and a security room could be nice. And here's... You know what? I think I will take the spare room here. This is one of the scenarios where the spare room benefits me in the exact way that I want it to. I know we're giving up a security room, but maybe we'll find another location for it. And we did get a key out of it, so it's nice. Well, thank you for joining us, Kairu. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Now we gotta take a corridor. That's a little riskier than I was looking for. Okay. Let's go open up the chest in the bedroom. Since I have 6 keys, and I don't see a sledgehammer in my near future, I would rather... I mean, if we get anything that we need here, we would prefer a couple gems, honestly. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a couple gems. You're right, the security room does have a propensity to vanish. I didn't think about that. Sometimes when we see it and we don't take it, it's just gone forever. Okay, just kidding. Psych, there it is. We're taking it. I know we had the nook there. I didn't want to risk losing this again. That is one more than a couple, specifically, yeah. That's a few gems. View the estate inventory. There should be 1 singular fruit. Let's go ahead and keycard this bad boy up. Go ahead and set it to high and offline. Never punished, always rewarded. Alright. I know we had a room that was facing north here. I was too scared to not take the security room at this point. We have a hallway here, an observatory, and a commissary. Hallway fits my needs perfectly. Hallway it shall be. Now, a secret passageway right here into a great hall would be sick as hell. I am going to come to this side first. It's an okay spot for a chapel. I will draft from this side before we go to the other one. Okay, now that is a fantastic drawing room. Holy cow. Couldn't have asked for a better drawing room location. Yeah, when you say a few equals 3. When someone says they have several of something, that means 4. And when someone says, like, sum is 5+. I've never really heard the sum 5+ part, but I agree with few and several. Alright, unfortunately, it's not a dead end, but I don't think we take the veranda because we've already gotten the courtyard, and the only other one we'd be likely to draw is the patio. Excuse me. And a dark room is a complete waste, so we're just going to take the nook here. Maybe it has a trunk in it. That would be nice. No such luck. What about a second key? No second key either. That cost me 2 coins, huh? Alright. Let's see what we've got on this side of the house. A boiler room. Is there a reason I wouldn't want to take the boiler room here? Not that I can think of. We could aim for powered rooms. Our utility closet is very far away. So... I mean, it's just a good draft room is what I'm aiming for here. I'm looking at it and I'm like, this gives me the most drafting capabilities. Or the most draft capabilities. I don't know if I said that correctly or not. But the workshop could give us a battery, but we don't even have a lever or a sledgehammer. Also, the workshop seems to be way more common than the boiler room does. I'm going to take the boiler room on the off chance that we get a pool today. We'll see what happens. Here's the thing at this point, though. I don't think we're going to play off the boiler room. I think we're going to go play off the drawing room. Because if we take the boiler room and we leave it here, we can put ourselves in a situation where we can say maybe we get the pool, and then we can draft a pump room with a powered connection. So we're not going to go into it just yet. We'll go ahead and play back off of the drawing room. Let's go ahead and get into our secret safe, please. Boiler puzzle muscle memory activated. I know. In my head, I was already running through the room. 1504. In case anyone is watching this for the first time and you're wondering how I knew that code, I just guessed. That's all. I don't have hundreds of hours in this game. I just guessed that code first try. I just feel really smart about it. Okay, lavatory, gymnasium, and locksmith, or a redraw. It's not a terrible spot to dump a dead-end room like the lavatory. Locksmith, unnecessary. Gymnasium, waste of a draft. And I don't feel the need to redraw for something better. I think I'm just going to dump the lavatory and continue going up. You're right, it was a 50-50 chance of guessing that code correctly. I was either going to get it right or wrong. Now this is fantastic. I would like a great hall, please. Ooh, some extra coinage on the ground. I hate that that door was locked, but there's nothing we can do about it. Great hall, please. Alrighty. Well, cool layout we've got going for us right now. Let's go ahead and step into our great hall. We have decent resources, and our security doors are unlocked. So, we do know that this is our door. Let me get rid of this key. Hold on, let's do a double check. Okay. There's keys or coins in there. Let's check this side. The foyer might have been better, but it would have cut off a very large portion of the house for us. We know we need to open this door regardless. It's either got... hopefully it's got keys in it. That would be my... Oh, it's got 2 coins in a gym? You know what? The gym, actually, I take that back. I think the gym was better for me. Now, the worst part is trying to draft off of this and not knowing. That's the scary part. Especially from this side. We don't have to draft from this side yet. We can still continue to go up. First. A boudoir and a library. I'm willing to take a library because the library might allow me to draft the pool, actually. So I'm going to take the Barbie here. And there's a trunk in here. No sledgehammer, but we do have 3 keys. I don't think I need to open it just yet. We can just draft from the Barbie itself. You can skip the cutscenes, yes. If anyone's curious, the antechamber door to the right is what's opened right now. The Great Hall opens the right door on the antechamber. We got a study, a music room, and an attic. None of these are really what I would like, but I'm willing to take the attic to just say full send it and see what happens. Item-wise, maybe we get some really cool stuff. Honestly, the #1 thing I would want from the attic is gems returned, and then I would like a sledgehammer. A sledgehammer and gems returned to me, the attic pays for itself. I know it's going to cost 3 gems, but we have to... The music room is pointless. And the study is also pretty pointless as well, because we're just going to cut ourselves off. So if we're going to take a dead end, let's take the attic and let's see what we get out of here. Okay, first things first. Rooms that go north more often, I'm okay with this taking the compass. Next we found 1 key, 1 gem. We did get the lever and a coin purse. Pick up the coin purse before we pick up any money. We did get a vault key, which is a waste of a spawn. We got the coin and we got the sledgehammer. So we got the sledgehammer and 1 gem back. I'm going to do a quick sweep across the room. I don't think there's anything else in here. Someone can double check me on my items. We got 8, right? So we got broken lever, sledgehammer, coin purse, compass, key, like the vault key, the gem, and a regular key. That's 7 items. Is there something I'm missing? Did I overlook an item that I'm not aware of? Not that I didn't pick it up, but that, you know, maybe I just didn't count it. I think we got everything. I'll do a quick peek on this side again. Okay. I say we've cleared it out up here. I did count the gem, I thought. Right? Hold on, let me do this one more time, just because I'm paranoid about this. Alright, broken lever, 1. Compass, 2. Sledgehammer, 3. Vault key, 4. Coin purse, 5. So we're at 5. Then we got ourselves 1 key, 1 gem, and what was the other thing? Did we pick up some coins? That's only 7. What am I missing? I did pick up 8 items. Can someone tell me what the 8th item was? Did I get 2 keys? Was there a coin in there? There was a coin. Okay, so I just missed out on the coin, like counting-wise. We did get a sledgehammer, so let's pop this open, see if there's gems in here. 2 more keys, not really what I needed. Gems would have been way more important. But that does make this room a lot less daunting. And now we can safely come in here. And you know what? Let's take the middle. Let's just see. Maybe it'll pay off for once. It did pay off for once. Whew. Okay. A workshop here could be cool. Dining room, commissary, and passageway. The dining room isn't really what I would hope for, but it does allow me to continue drafting, so I am going to take it here. And it's our steps in a central part on the house. Because I can draft down from it. I do see a key, and I hear a key waiting for me. You're locked, but that's perfectly fine. There's our workshop. Yeah, you just take the workshop. Don't even risk it. Take the workshop, and maybe we get a battery out of this? We did get a battery out of it. Well, guess who's creating a powered sledge for the day? So now this brings about a couple options for us. The powered sledge allows us to play from outside. It allows us to play from the weight room as well, because we could get a separate door into the antechamber. If we get up here, we could use the weight room lever. So now we have a powered sledge. Is there anything else we could make for ourselves? No, there is not. Okay. So we've got our powered sledge, and we've got our dining room. We've got 30 steps left. We don't have any direct access to the tomb at this point, though. And we still need that. So if we don't get a tomb today, we're in trouble. Now we need to get some dice. Dice can come from chest. That would be the best way to do it. That's really the only way we're going to see dice at this point. I think we're going to play off of this. Yeah, I think we'll just play off of the Great Hall here. One of these contains an upgrade disc, which I don't really care for. Ah, crap. Well, we got it. Okay. I hate to use more keys here, but I think it's still safer to open the edge. Come on, don't screw me over. Oh, goodness. I was getting worried for a second. Oh, a ballroom would have been fantastic, but you know what? We're going to have to dump the bunk room here, and then we're going to have to play off the boiler room. Yeah, the ballroom would have been fantastic, but we just don't have the gems to draft it, which is very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and take our bunk room and get our extra steps. We are just chock full of keys today. Hello, little hamster buddy. How's it going? We're also doing quite well for ourselves on steps. Now it's time to go back to the boiler room. That's the only place we can play off of. We do have a lot of steps. And here's really, I guess, what we're looking for. We got to go through the chapel. What are we looking for at this point? Just access to the antechamber. But then we still need a tomb as well. So not only do we have to get into the antechamber, we have to get a tomb on top of that. So it's a double whammy with no dice to get the tomb today. That's going to be brutal for us. If we run into a locked door, it doesn't matter. We have the powered sledgehammer. Hidden in the patch notes, the powered sledgehammer allows you to smash open locked doors whenever you feel like it. Go ahead and head on up here. Go ahead and turn this one on. Go ahead and lower me back down, please. Let's flip you, and everything's good to go. We can now head up top here, and we will have a powered boiler room. Now, I think, personally, it might be in our best interest to power the door to the right and try to draft a powered room there, but I don't think we try to draft a powered room here. And I'll tell you why. We would like to get the resources or the gems from a dark room right here. And the dark room will allow us to draft up. And I'm willing to spend my steps to go do that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set power to this door right here. But I don't see any reason to draft the power here. Yes, and potential pump room as well. But this room right here, I don't have any reason that I would want a powered room right here. Because a bunch of the powered rooms have more than one path, and that would be wasting good drafts. So I'm just going to try to get a dead end here, like a regular one. Honestly, I'm willing to use a key for it. What if we get a wine cellar? Alright, we got a guest bedroom, which is a lot more steps again, or a billiard room. I'm willing to take the billiard room, because what if we get a secret garden key? The guest bedroom we can always come back to. We can save the guest bedroom. We don't use the guest bedroom right now. There's no point. I think we take the billiard room and hope for a secret garden. The guest bedroom could technically have dice as well. That was for a theoretical pump room? I think I'm going to go billiard room. I think it's more likely we get a secret garden key from the billiard room than getting dice from the guest bedroom. You know what? Even if we get the secret garden key, it doesn't matter. We would still rather have the dice. So I'm going to go guest bedroom here because it's a dead end. It contained a gem. That's good enough for me. That's good enough. It counts for something. And we now have lots of steps. So let's go ahead and make sure this is powered. And we would like, I guess, a dark room here. Okay, so here's a dark room that's powered. And then we can still get the East Wing Hall above it. Yes, I will be doing this. Now, the whole thing about this is I have to leave this and return back to the front of the house to open up or get power from the utility closet. So we have to go back to the chapel. So we're going to go chapel, chapel, hallway, security corridor. Ooh, what a mess. It might just be better to go outside at this point. We'll go through security and use our upgrade disc as well. Chapel, hallway. We do have a lot of steps today. Security room, let's go ahead and use our upgrade disc. Ah, that's funny. Let's see what we would have gotten had I chosen something else. We could have gotten the Geist bedroom. Oh, man. Could you imagine? I knew I should have gone with my gut and gone with the billiard first. I got convinced to take the guest bedroom instead. Well, we'll make it the Geist bedroom anyways. If I had just waited momentarily. Oh well. So be it. Decisions were made, we move on. Alright, corridor, spare room, courtyard. Corridor, spare room. Now we're back in the courtyard. Alright, from the courtyard, should we go out the garage and open the gate? 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't really matter. We'll go this way. Let's run on over and turn on power to the dark room, please. We need to go up from the parlor to the utility closet. Alright, solid. Actually, we're going to toggle it just in case. Just to play it safe. Alright, and since we're at the front of the house, we might as well... Well, no, we should wait. We should wait, because once we go for the tomb, then we can work our way down into the basement. We should just go back to drafting for now. There's no need to go break down the wall. Alright, let's full send this. We do need to pick up a little bit. Today's run has been a little slower than usual. Chapel, boiler, dark room. Here we go. Let's see what we've got in here. Honestly, another gym would be okay with me. We got a lockpick set. Alright, that's 2 back-to-back days of lockpick sets. And you are still drafting powered rooms. The lockpick worked for us. Alright, we have a kitchen and a commissary. I guess I would rather take the commissary over the kitchen, because we have a chance for it to sell gems to us, which it does have. We could wait, or we could just buy 2 gems now. I think we just buy the 2 gems now. Why risk it? What if we get a passageway or a cloister? We spend our money for the independent gems. A set of 4 would be great for 10, but we can't risk that. We have to buy up to 3 gems right now. I mean, it's just too easy. And look at that, we got a passageway. Now, we did get a gymnasium, and we could save our passageway, or we could take the passageway now. No, that's 2 wasted doors on a passageway. Take the gymnasium, it's only 1, and then save for... ooh, and we got running shoes. Nice. Okay. We got a kitchen, a mage chamber, and a locksmith. That's horrible for us. Here's what we do at this point. I don't think we take the mage chamber. I think it is too difficult for us to go right, up, left, left. I think we take the kitchen, and we try to play for a weight room on this side of the house, and then we try to get the bottom door open. I think that's where we push to from here. That feels safer. I know we're going to spend one of our gems, and I hate that, but the odds of us getting what we need in these 3 concise rooms, not likely. So kitchen it shall be. Antechamber is the right side that's open. We do have dinner now in our dining room if we ever need to get back over there. Now, this honestly, you could put a weight room right here, and I would be happy. Alright, passageway works. Not ideal. Where am I going to play, though? Right here. Rumpus? We couldn't take the Rumpus. We would have lost the run if we took Rumpus. We have to get a weight room. I don't think that's going to happen at this point. Now that I'm looking at this. Let's take the billiard room. Let's take a quick peek right here. 12. 1 and 6 is 7. 16 minus 7 is 9. Uh, 3 minus 1 is 2. 3... What is this? 3 times 3 is 9. And then 4... I'm sorry, 10 minus 5 is 5, times 4 is 20. We got a silver key. Unfortunate. I think we are toast on today's run, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take a special key here and use the silver key. Might as well use that one first. What do you know? We got a pool room, but we don't have a gym for it. That's pretty funny. It finally appeared, but we didn't have any resources in the first place. Alright, let's take our conference room. We can take the boudoir for some gems. The run's over at this point. We're just kind of having fun for a moment. 12:25 for our Christmas day. Was it just me, or did the camera seem off-centered there for that run? That felt a little different. I don't know why. It just didn't seem like it was in the right spot. We'll use another key here. Laboratory, rumpus room, coat check. We'll take the rumpus room. Might as well just keep drafting down, just again for the heck of it. Got ourselves some coins. Nothing else in here. Greenhouse. And there's a wine cellar. What do you know? We'll end with the wine cellar. We'll go outside and see if we got a tomb, by the way. I think it would be worth it to do so. Let's go ahead and head back out now. It was game over after we got a billiard room right here. Once we got a billiard room right here, we weren't likely to win. Well, unless we got a secret garden key. If it was billiard room, secret garden key, we could have won today. Potentially. We got 13 bucks. Might as well spend it on tomato soup, club sandwich. Let's head back this way. 70 steps now. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and push on down to... And I won't even say that the guest bedroom would have been the make or break difference, because we took it there to get it out of the draft pool. It could have blocked us up here. So I'm not worried about that. This was still a crazy run. Let's go see if we would have drafted a first try tomb. I was supposed to go down into the security room here. Alright, let's go back this way. And then now we need to go... Oh, I need to return to the garage. That's right. Whoops, I forgot we were going to the garage. I have so many spare steps. I don't normally get to do this. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Is first try tomb possible on day one? Yes, we've actually done a first try tomb twice before. Let's see if we would have gotten it today. We did get it today. Interesting. Well, you know what? I say, for the sake of it, let's finish this run out. We can't win, but let's just go ahead and finish it out for the heck of it. Might as well. We might as well, let's just do it. If I just locked in, we would have won. I know. If only I could control the RNG elements of drafting rooms. I should have just edited the game files. We would have been cooking. Mage Chamber would have been better. We have absolutely zero knowledge of knowing if that's true or not. I can't listen to that type of criticism from you guys. It just doesn't make sense. Because if you say the Mage Chamber would have been better, it means that you know what the next 3 drafts would have been. And I can't take that. If you're like, oh, you should have just done this, I'm like, oh, so that means you can just predict the rest of the game, huh? Bob's apple is a curse? Bob's apple will never be a curse. Alright, hold on. Let's go run around to the front. The weight room is 4 doors. We only had 2 chances to draft a weight room. I'm gonna run down here too and go ahead and pop the door open with the sledge, just for the heck of it. I mean, we might as well. We haven't been able to do this for a long time. Plus, maybe it'll wrap the episode out to be a solid hour. Man, we're still ending the day with a key, 3 gems, and 7 coins. That's kind of crazy. Now, let's do a quick play on this puzzle, too, because it's been a while since we've done this. Technically, if we'd have just drafted a foundation and gotten a key card, we could have just won with that, too. Alright, so let's see if I remember how to do this. You have to get pulled to here, right? And then you turn around, and we pull you out of the way. You don't have any purpose other than just being in the way. Then you get pushed up to the front up here. Just for the sake in the future, if we're ever like cutting it close on time, I want to make sure I remember how to do this puzzle properly without wasting too much time. You know what I mean? Then you go there. Then you come across to this middle portion right here, I believe, and we push the button? Well, that's not right. What'd I do wrong there? You think it would let me walk across that? That looks like too much of a gap. I'm gonna close this gap a little bit. Nope, that's too much. Alright, hold on. See, this is why I'm doing this, because this would be a lot of time wasted if I fell victim to this in the future. Okay, so what happens here? We come across... Did we need this one all the way across first? And then this one here. Okay, okay. So this one's got to be lowered. That's what it was. Is this the closest we've been? No, technically we've been closer before. I would say we were closer on the day that we lacked a singular key to draft a room. And then I would also say we were closer on the day we didn't have enough steps, but I think we were going to probably win. I forgot, this has to come back this way even further. Again, this is good practice in case we ever have to do this in the future. Which we potentially might if we ever get the powered sledge again. Yeah, we've had about, what, 9 really close runs at this point? Like some really close, like a single thing was stopping us from being successful. Which is crazy that we've gotten so close so many times. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this in here. Now we can pull this back up to the front. All the way up to the front. I just gotta remember when to stop. I guess right about there is good. Now come back around to this side. Yeah, this is like a good... I mean, we probably wasted about 2.5 minutes on this puzzle that didn't need to be because I just didn't remember where things go. But I'd say we're doing pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and run it across now. Hopefully it lets me make that little gap right here. It does. Perfect. Then it just pushed me off. What the heck? I was just walking, and then it just, like, pushed me off for no reason. Come on, man. I was like, oh, I'll just look down at the chairs, and the game was like, no, no, you're going down to the chairs now. How about finally just getting the guide? What guide? A guide to beat the game on day 1? No, that's not necessary. We know how to beat the game on day 1. I've probably got enough hours that I could make a guide if I wanted to. I just like the way that we play it, and I like swapping it up sometimes. Okay, I'm not looking down this time. I'm looking straight at this button. Do not knock me off. Ooh, okay. Please make a guide? Nah. Just look up the skip for this room? See, the fact that there's a skip makes me not even want to do it. Nice. So then we come over here, come in this way, and you can see that we have access to this area now. So we can get our little shortcut room through here by doing this. So this is good puzzle to practice as well, just so we remember how to do this in the future. So you come in here, you hit this. You don't need to hit that one. Wait, do you? I can't remember if you're supposed to... I think you're supposed to run across and hit that one, aren't you? Or is it this one that you run across to? You, like, click it 2 times, run to here. You come to this side, you go across here to this one. Hello, Mo. Welcome to the stream. And now we can get back here and open up our antechamber door. Alright, so open up this one. Is it possible to get a sanctum key on day 1? Technically it would be. I'm trying to remember where you even get the sanctum keys from. Man, it's been a while since we've been in this room. Yeah, this is the very first time we've actually opened the antechamber door. Can't you get a sanctum key from the vault? Wouldn't that be possible? Or do you need key 8 to do that? You do have to enter room 46 before you can get a sanctum key? Okay. You can get one from the bottom of the reservoir? Ooh, I didn't even think about that one. Are we close to achieving day 1? I mean, this was one of our closest attempts. This is the first time we've ever actually opened the antechamber door, but we didn't have access to the antechamber today. So, we've been on equal levels of success before, but we were not able to complete our run today. It's crazy the amount of resources that we have left, too. This one just feels like a different type of pain because we actually got the powered sledge, which is crazy because we never get the powered sledge. I can't say never. I mean, we rarely get it. I like to get the music, too. Beautiful, solid attempt at today. Look at our drafted house. That is a full house right there. That's crazy. I can't believe this all worked so well. The fact that we even got the tomb as well, but just not... We just couldn't secure a path up to the antechamber. That is quite unfortunate. Alrighty, well with that, let's go ahead and save and quit. We'll call it here. Six bedrooms and 13 dead-end rooms. The Baronial Inn of the Dead. Wow, a lot of dead-end rooms, huh? Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and clear out this file save. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has definitely been one of the more fun episodes by far. That was a 44-minute run. I mean, we took a lot of time there. We definitely, I mean, we were just close to that sub 1 hour. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.